Well, guys, what a beautiful morning. And look at this moon. It's spectacular. It's almost going to be full. Very orange this morning and bright. Now, guys, Mercury Retrograde was the 14th. It's the morning of the 15th. I tried so hard to get the messages out to you on the channel, but it didn't work out that way. And of course it didn't. We're having a revision with communication and understanding that it happens in divine timing. When we're nurturing our alignment, it's happening in divine timing, and this allows us to heal with time. This allows us to heal as we shapeshift and create anew. And this, more than anything, allows us to heal with our impulses. Because that cup that the devil is offering us is connected to our impulses, okay? And feeding off of our impulses without being able to take that pause in a lower vibrational way. When we elevate, we're able to take that pause and use our impulses in a higher vibrational way. And this has much to do with the recalibration to our root right now and working with the Earth Star, our sacral and our solar plexus, expanding through the heart chakra. The stars are out as well. It's beautiful. I just love being able to see the stars when, you know, you don't get the experience of living in the country and, you know, we have light pollution here, but when we still get to see the stars, it's connected to our starseed roots and homes. Thank you to the light in the dark. Guys, look at Biscuit Boo just hanging out with us while we read. What a cutie. Hey, Biscuit Boo. Good boy. What's a good boy? Right, guys, we pause for a cause. Let's get our messages. Hey guys, welcome to part 3. Now look, I love the fact we got healing and acceptance and family when we're talking about building with the 8 of Pentacles and the healing arts and the 10 of Pentacles. And the next card in the sequence is Butterfly Spirit Transformation. Guys, this is all on point with everything we discussed in channeled messages. And look at that. There's the tree and generosity. Now we remember that this door is connected to the tree. We found that out when we met up last time with our message of when we got the message of protection and the lovers. So this door, where did that door go? We can't be losing it again. This door is connected to that tree, the oak tree. So, we're going to get some tarot of light and shadow. And we're going to see what's being illuminated. This is one of the new tarots. Was called to grab. Beautiful book. This has to do with going through that door and reinvention. This is a time to reinvent ourselves with our healing patterns. And let's see what's being illuminated. So guys, there's 2 decks in here. One of shadows and one of light. They're new, so I do want to give them a good shuffle, guys. Get some energy put into them. I'm not really a fan of how these ones smell.
It's really interesting. You can see which ones are made out of more toxic materials or not, and once again too, I mean, these are healing cards. I know we can't be perfect all the time, perfectly imperfect, but yeah, you know what, guys, when I make my cards, I'm going to make sure that they're made with toxic free materials. I already dropped a card. What is it? Justice. All right, so this is one thing that's being illuminated right now, justice, and we need this. We need this to be illuminated. It's the time we're in. We know we're in a time of tyranny, which way you want to say it, and corruption. But humanity's collective shadow is being illuminated, and we're seeing how the systems are corrupt and how they want to keep us in the lower vibes. But we're not going to do that. It's not what we came here to do. We came here to raise the frequency. We came here to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration. And you guys know I love you, and thank you for joining in. Really, guys, really. Okay. I was like, are we gonna see one from this? Is this card too? Are we gonna have a card pop on up from the shadow? Oh, yeah, we are. Serpents. Look at that. Wow. Serpents and justice. Well, I guess there is the suit of serpents, also known as the coins, the pentacles. The term pentacle was imported only in the 19th century. The older forms show coins believed to date back to the beginning of the tarot in the 15th century. In this deck, we have the serpent with its tail in its mouth, a symbol of eternity and an unending renewal. These images represent the keys to wholeness and success, the wisdom of life, and the blessings of house and home. Because the element is associated with the suit of earth, there is an underlying stability present in it, a foundational quality that forms a base for all we are to build. And look, because we know we're walking through this door to the 10 of, to the 10 of Pentacles. In order to build, so let's start with our base. In the shadow realm, the serpent is alone, biting its own tail. It floats in the sky above a rocky landscape. It is a door to the infinite and takes the form of the infinite lemonscape, okay, which is the symbol. Now, what's interesting is when this is illuminated and it's light, is there's two serpents locked forever in a never-ending struggle, which neither can win. So you see in the shadows, we've gained access to the wisdom we need in order to expand. Guys, I can't pronounce my word right now. Solarity. This one and only serpent here suggests a struggle within yourself, perhaps against too great an emphasis on materialism and the corrupting power of wealth. In other words, if you make it big, be careful how you let this affect your life. Least it feeds a tendency to rest on your own laurels, and an infinity of possibilities exist. And how this message is coming through to me is, guys, we have to heal from our solitude, our separation, and the parts on this path that we're walking alone. In order so we can see what we need to see, where we're biting our own tail, how we're still stuck in the loops we're still stuck in order for us to add the new patterning and exit. And now we're going to illuminate this with justice. Justice waits and watches, untouched by pleas for mercy, dispensing her currency of truth from her scales, weighing all circumstances. Scattered throughout the sequence of the major arcana are figures that represent the 4 cardinal virtues of humanity. Justice, fortitude, called the strength card here, temperance and prudence, represented by the hermit, originally listed by Plato. They were considered to be the foundational concepts that raised mankind above the level of the animal kingdom. Christianity later added 3 more, faith, hope, and charity, creating a moral framework upon which humanity could build a stable world. Justice ranked the highest amongst these, and she was believed to balance the scales of fate in such a manner that all who followed her received their just deserts, according to the way of the life they lived. Earlier echoes of this archetype point to the goddess Astrea, who, according to Greek mythology, lived on Earth during the Golden Age. But as humanity became increasingly wicked, she withdrew to live among the heavens, from where she could oversee the provision of justice to all. Well, yeah, because you know what? We raised ourselves above the animal kingdom, thinking, you know, there was hierarchy created here. And we came here to see through this hierarchy. We came here to see that we are all connected. All of life is connected. And we're putting the equality back into this by honoring equity. Justice wears no blindfold and sees into the depths of our hearts, requiring us to do the same. Her sword, which cuts both ways, is at rest. She asks us to be honest with ourselves and our issues, acknowledging the truth of our lives and acting accordingly. Only then is truth allowed to emerge. If we live with the desire to see truth, in everything. And guys, this has to do with the fact, if you know, we're feeling higher vibe, not to go back into old patterning and just pick up that cup that the devil's offering us, to honor the fact that yes, we feel this healing, we're elevating, but to continue on with our new patterning. And yes, it's being set forth with a challenge again. And I just feel called to get a few more cards. The Chariot. All right. The Chariot and the 3 of Cups. There it is, our connection to our next reading and working with the 3. So the Chariot, the 3 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So we're restoring balance with the moon through connection with the mother as we expand with the father. And to do this, we're honoring the feminine, and it's connected to the 6 of Cups. So we are going from 3 to 6. With the King of Swords. Remember, Mercury has gone retrograde in Aquarius and working with the Cups. And look, we're going to go from 1 to 2 and connect to the 3. There it all is. What we just discussed in channeled messages. And we go further into this in this 3 of Cups reading. That will be on the channel very soon, guys. So we have to still honor that when we heal with force, we're putting down 8 wands. 8 of them. In order to recharge and work with that 1 wand. This is our alignment. This is working with our alignment with force. And where do I apply the energy? I needed to slow down. I needed to rest. I needed to recharge. I needed to honor the feminine in order to see this. Where to build again. And to do so, I had to separate the cups. I had to see the ace. I had to see the 2 in order to make the connection of the 3 and continue to build with the 6 of Cups, because we've had a completion with the mother. We are to the next level of building with the mother, with the Cups. So Let's see what was illuminated here. And we know that justice is, once again, we're working with air. The Emperor, the masculine. Where we honor nurturing and working with our alignment, working with the energy. We're not forcing ourselves there. We're not forcing ourselves anymore. So, we have the Six of Swords, illuminating what needs to be cut away. And look at that. What needs to be cut away is our connection to the Seven of Swords. This is where we take the rest. Right here, because we know our connection to the Four of Swords is taking a pause, taking a rest, having a reflection. And in that, we need to look at our fears. We need to look at the Nine of Swords. We need to have an ending with the swords. There's the Ten of Swords. This is what we're healing, guys. Remember, this goes back to that Seven of Swords. Right here. And healing with the element of air. And we do so. The star is activated. Working with our new patterning. But this happened through the Tower moment. Through revelation. The divine came on up and helped us to do this with the Emperor, with the masculine, with the energy. So we're just doing more purification work with the element of air. And there, I mean, we can see it has to do with the Seven of Swords. But the Seven of Swords is allowing us to restore balance through the earth with the Six of Serpents. And we know that the Six of Serpents is the Six of Pentacles. All right, let's see what's being activated here. Something is being activated. Guys, I can hardly wait to use these cards. Okay. There's two piles within this deck again. So we will keep the piles separate and get a card from each pile. I thought these cards were going to be so big because the box was so big. And then when I opened them up, because I get home and open up all the packaging to save time here today. The particles of stardust from which our soul is woven. The numinous is the unknowable essence of our being. Okay. Well, let's see. What's being activated? The numinous astro deck. Thank you, Ruby Warrington and Bess Mastrasa. Oh, guys, I hope I'm saying it right. Ooh, I love it. We're working with Venus in love. Beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. Guys, this is what we're seeing. We're seeing this in order to understand how to create anew. With Leo. Expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, overt, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted, vital, guileless, egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, excessive. So let's see how this is being activated. Well, I want to go further into this activation. Let's put it like this. So I want to see how Leo is working with Venus. So we're going here. And we're going to see it. Look, guys, look at this book. These cards are very unique. Not something I would usually be drawn to normally, but boy, was I ever drawn to them. And I understand why it was for this reading for sure. I feel, I don't know, I feel like these cards are very, you know, swords energy. And I mean, we're working with the imagination here. So Leo the lover is working with Venus and love. You can see the connection right there. And this to me is saying where we've been excessive in love, we're going to heal with that. Because remember, this is about balance. But because we're using Leo, we're going to face it. Hey, boo-boo. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper into this activation. And we know, you know, we're working with the Emperor. Our connection to working with fire, the Father. This has to do with our Nine of Wands alignment. So we're going to, when we honor the feminine, go without excess. In order to create the harmony and beauty with Venus. Because Venus is about harmony. The High Priestess. Here's the message in here for us. I just want to get out the rest of the cards. The Four of Pentacles. And look at that. We restore balance through the earth. One more card, guys. Okay. So we have the Hanged Woman. We're surrendering to enlightenment here. This is where we're going without, right? What we need to go without of our old patterning in order to create with our new, in order to create this harmony. Remember, we're going from excess to harmony. With the lover as we create love. With the Knight of Wands. There's Leo right there. And the Page of Wands. So we have the Knight and Page. Two energies that are in alignment with one another. These are counterparts with the element of youth present here. We have the inner child present here. In order to create. And look, the Father is creating love. The Father is creating love. With the feminine. That's beautiful, guys. This is how we're achieving the healing. Because we've done all this work this year to heal with the masculine. That's why the Emperor is present. So we're healing with the masculine. We're creating this harmony with the masculine. We're creating love with the Father. And there is love present, the Knight of Cups. And look, she is giving that cup to a figure here that's not fully formed. And the Queen of Pentacles, because we know we're expanding through the earth, with the earth. As we shift from what's no longer serving us in the element of air, and it's connected to the cups. Guys, this is connected to the cups and the Four of Cups and what wasn't in alignment with us in these cups. But we had to still have these experience with these cups in order to understand how to nurture and create our new connections and alignment. This is connected to this. And expanding from the Eight of Swords through the Four. And remember, 4 swords. Yep, we're going to see how to expand through those 4 swords. Remember, we saw this here. Guys, I'm getting excited. I'm getting lit. I need to calm down. You know, right here, we saw these 4 swords, that we need to access these 4 swords because it's connected to our 10 of Pentacles. And our 10 of Pentacles is connected to the recharge of the masculine and the ace, which is our connection to walking through the door. Where did that sword go? And when we walk through the door, remember, that's connected to the 10 of Pentacles. And what's being honored there? The 2 of Cups. This is healing from hierarchy in the animal kingdom. This is what we're doing, and this is going to allow us to see how this hack with the elements, this, you know, the elements of air in this artificial matrix is keeping us entrapped, and how we have become food. Guys, you see, because we put ourselves at the top of the food chain, nothing is eating us. Nothing is taking from us. We went to the top, but we need to heal with the animal kingdom to see what's reflected back, that in the circle of life, something is always food for something else. And we need to see that we have been food for something else, and for some time now, and this very entities are keeping us trapped in this illusion, so we don't see this. And they're feeding from us in the as we are in the lower vibes. They're feeding from our energy. And when we elevate and become love and create in the higher vibes, they can't feed from us anymore, and they don't want us to see that. That's what this is about. This is about equality, and this is about equality for all of life. Love, light, and healing energy is Central to create with today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again. We have that 3 of Cups special and expanding from there. I love you guys. Until I see you next time, I am sending it to you. Those good healing vibes. I love you all. Happy Mercury Retrograde, guys. Happy Mercury Retrograde. Remember, it's a time of reinvention. How are you reinventing yourself? With love, with light, with harmony, with vision. Take care, guys.